How we all doing? Are we ready to start up our first ever bonus stream here for one of these playthroughs we've done here on YouTube? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Pikmin challenge mode. There are 5 maps we'll be going through, and this is basically me just filming that specific challenge set of videos as a compilation of bonus videos. I figure this is a format that is very similar to just playing the game anyways, and I would normally just kind of stream something like this for like bonus content on like Twitch or something for a main playthrough there. So we're going to try out this format here for YouTube. This is the first game I'm thinking of doing something like this. I haven't done a standalone YouTube stream in years, so that's why we did all those multi-streams these past few months between a couple different games. Kind of testing the waters here. And once this is all said and done, I am going to be uploading all of these challenge mode videos as their own standalone things for the Pikmin Let's Play. So if you want to see this back later, it's all going to be in separate videos, just like how I would normally do it. But also, the VOD specifically is going to be on my VOD channel, which I got to re-sign in from the looks of things on my my stream deck here because of YouTube updating some stuff in the back end. But the VOD channel will have all the stuff in question. I won't be having this as a video here on this channel like I normally would. Oh, that's why. Okay. There's nothing in the command list. That's funny. So this VOD is going to go up on the VOD channel. Took a bit, but Nightbot's there. I would tell people go there after the fact, but it's going to take a couple days. I'm going to wait until I get all these videos out on the main channel before we actually put the VOD up. So I'll be telling people if you missed a stream, just look back in your history and go from there. I am also now stalling for time as I have to re-log in to YouTube here on my said Elgato device. That is always a fun time. So just give me 1 second. Okay, now that should work. Yeah, there you go. Now the button works. Probably because of those buttons being from an older version. Okay, so we're gonna get started here in just a moment. I am making sure I got everything finalized on my end because how these streams are going to be formatted or broken up into like a proper video is how I normally would do it. It's just going to be the gameplay and the actual audio, and that's about it, how I normally would do it. But I'll show everyone what I'm planning on here in just a second. I'm still finalizing a bunch of this. Okay, so this is how I record my stuff, and this is how it's going to be presented for the actual videos as a whole. You got your gameplay. Going to be recording my audio separate. So pretend it's recording right now, like with the game, and then I'm just going to have this going in the background. So if you want to watch this as a proper thing, I'm going to have it as a proper video format. While with the VOD, it'll be linked in the playlist once this is said and done, but this will be how people can watch it back if they want to watch it live, because there's going to be a lot of fumbling. I'm going to have to really figure out a lot here. So there's another thing also I want to mention about this, and it's simply the idea of me interacting with my chat. I'm going to be taking breaks after every single one of these levels, which will be roughly around 15-ish minutes, somewhere around there. I'll be interacting with you guys during those breaks when I am actually playing the actual challenge maps themselves. May not be fully engaged with the chat as there's going to be a lot going on, a lot to explain. So you're getting to see a little behind the scenes of how I record my stuff here. So now, with that said, I think we're ready to start our main attraction here. I think I let the stream go on long enough so people who got the notifications now should hopefully be able to join in. So let's go ahead and get this thing started, shall we? Now I just got to start my individual stuff, and we're good to go. All right, let's get this game started, shall we? Hopefully the audio will be good as well. People just let me know if it's too loud or not, and I will adjust it. Alright, so let's do this. It's time to cover the challenge mode here in Pikmin 1. This is a bonus mode that you unlock once you beat the main game. Doesn't matter if you beat it with 100% of the ship parts or not. This is unlocked just for beating Pikmin and getting to the said credits. So let's go ahead and jump straight in. So this is the single day challenge mode. The goal of this specific mode is to grow as many Pikmin as you can in one day. And you have all 5 maps here from the main game to choose from. The impact site, Forest Default, Forest Naval, the Distant Spring, and the final trial. So we're going to be going through every single one of these maps one at a time, as we're going to just see how many Pikmin can regrow in each one of these maps. There are some modifications to these said maps though, so it's not going to be the exact same from the main campaign. There are some differences here, but outside of some differences, we already know the layouts of these said maps from the main campaign. So without any further ado, let's jump into our first map here, the impact site. So immediately jumping in, you can see we got a bunch of pellets all over the place here. So our main way we're growing out Pikmin is to just grab a bunch of pellets. But also, as we can see here in the distance, we got a bread bug. So let's just go ahead and get my Pikmin on that pellet. I don't care where they take it specifically. So in this case, I'll just let the blues have the pellet. Even though we're not going to get as many Pikmin from the pellet, that is okay in my book. I just want to get this bread bug taken care of immediately here. So the goal here of the challenge mode is just to get as many Pikmin as possible grown. So in this case, we have a bunch of pellets here that we can use to grow our Pikmin. And that's mainly it for most of these maps, because with how the challenge mode is structured, you can only get Pikmin in a lot of areas here from these said pellets, which may be a little limiting in some fashion, but also gives you a little more strategy in some areas as well. Simply because you have to work with what you have. You can't just rely on a bunch of very specific things being in the map, because it's not the same as the single player variant of these said maps. So not all the same enemies are here, and in fact here in this map you would have a Pearly Clamp. The pearl in the middle would give you 30 Pikmin, but unfortunately here there is no pearl for us to work with. So that's gonna have to be one thing we'll have to keep in mind while trying to grow these Pikmin. We're not gonna have a massive boost of numbers that we can get here in the map if we don't coordinate what Pikmin get what specific pellets. As a reminder, the pellets here are color-coded to your Pikmin type, so you want to take your Pikmin and distribute them correctly here to these said pellets to get the most out of them. So in this case, if I wasn't throwing my Pikmin to the right color here for these 5 pellets, I would get less than 5 Pikmin. In this case, I got a little bit of extra on the red one that I don't want, so let's just throw some of the Pikmin where they need to actually go, which sometimes can be a little bit of a problem here. And are you serious, guys? You're literally in front of the base. You can't carry that back. This 5 pellet structure has been a big problem for my men here. Don't know what's going on with these guys, but I guess I just want to have a break. I guess it's fair. I do put you guys to work all the time. So let's throw our 5 yellows there. Get some more pellets. Try to get some more numbers up. I think at this point I'm going to throw some Pikmin onto this pellet. Get some up here on this said yellow pellet. Push the box out of the way. And now we open up the second area here on the map so we can go ahead and explore the other portion of the impact site. From here, we'll just let our yellow Pikmin take care of moving around some of the stuff to their base, the blues and the reds. Just let them all kind of do whatever they need to do in this said case. Right now, we're mainly just trying to focus on getting our numbers up so we have more Pikmin to work with for all of these said pellets. There's a lot of pellets here on the map to go ahead and collect. But one thing to note, I'm pressing the start button right now and I cannot pause the game to pull up a map. There is no map here in challenge mode, so you have to work with just your camera control, and that is it. So hopefully you know these maps pretty well, because unfortunately for your sake, if you do not know these maps all that well, and you want a map for this kind of said level, you're going to have to pull up an external source for the said map, because its in-game map now no longer exists. Our ship is not here at Olimar, so That's another factor we got to be concerned about. Don't take too much damage with the character, because as soon as you lose all your health, the challenge run will end. So you don't want to be very careless here and take too much damage as Olimar, because that will cost you your run. At this point, I think I got everyone pretty well distributed. So I'll just let my Pikmin carry back the spoils there from that iridescent flint beetle, and now pull out the rest of my Pikmin here at the base. Now, I can focus on trying to get these Pikmin flowered up, but at the same time, it may or may not be beneficial to flower up your Pikmin here in the challenge mode, simply because you don't have all that much time to work with. So normally, a day of Pikmin is roughly 15 minutes long, and you can see how long the day is by looking up to the top of the screen with the sun moving across this bar at the very top. But in the challenge mode, each map has a slightly different amount of time for how long you can actually play. It's not exactly 15 minutes anymore. So depending on the map, you may have more or less time to work with. So you have to be very mindful of your timer here, along with everything else going on. So it's a lot to take in at once. So we're gonna be doing a lot of multitasking here. And if I can get my Pikmin here, come on buddies, let's go. We gotta get moving. Because again, not that much time here. In fact, on this map specifically, we have about 11 minutes to work with in total. So it's not that much time when you really think about it. Gonna go ahead, throw me some more Pikmin over here. Take care of these pellets, and at this point we should be all set for around the base area outside of one more set of pellets. In this case, I'm gonna want 10 Pikmin each for these said pellets. And I don't even think I have the exact numbers, so I'm probably gonna have to wait on that. Just wait for everyone to get back to base. Did they just drop that? Get back on the said pellet, get back to work. We're not done yet. This is not gonna work. Get back here, guys. That should be enough yellows. Now we throw the blues. And now we throw the reds, as we need 10 of each. A little bit extra of 10, but that's perfectly fine. We need a lot of Pikmin, because up here we got 3 different 10 pallets to work with. So let's put the reds onto this one. Take the yellows, put them on the other 10. And then finally, the blues on the last 10. And that should be good enough for all of them to carry these back. Unfortunately, very easy to hit the guys on the way out, so probably gonna end up doing that quite a lot. So let's get out of here. Pull out more of our Pikmin. At this point, we have 100 on the field, so no more plucking after this. I'm gonna wanna grab as many Pikmin as I can here, while my Pikmin are carrying back all the 10 pellets. That way, we're ready to move on to the second half here of the impact site, which we don't have that much time left, so we gotta get moving. Okay, according to the map here, this should be it for all my Pikmin, so once these yellows are done, then we can call them back and get out of here, so we're perfect. Throw the 5 here onto a yellow pellet, grab me a red, try to get them onto the red pellet. Thankfully, since I'm playing with the motion controls, I have a little bit of extra reach here. If you're playing the GameCube version or using GameCube-like controls, you would not be reaching that set pellet from this distance. I think we're 1 off. Nope, we're good. I'm wondering if that blue is gonna actually help out at the end. He's trying. He's a little too far, but he is trying. Now we're gonna have to throw our reds here, and in fact, it might just be easier for us to Smith's Pikmin here in a group, grab the reds, just individually, and then put them here in the fire, because something tells me if I did the other way around, it might be a problem. Take some yellows into the box, because there are bomb rocks in there, so we'll want to have those said bomb rocks. Kind of helps that, you know, the name is not that distinct from a box. Throw them up on the ledge and get ready to bomb this wall here. It's the only bomb wall we have to worry about here in the impact site. So let's throw our 3 Pikmin, wait for the bomb to blow up, and with that, we opened up the way to the other portion here of the impact site. So now, let's just go ahead, grab the remaining Pikmin, and get the remaining pellets that we can for now up in this area. We don't have that much time left. If I have to estimate what that said sundial's saying, we should have about 2 minutes left, so it's not that much time. So we gotta get moving. Some Pikmin are going one way, while the others are taking the scenic route, it seems. Take our 1 yellow, how convenient. Throw them on that pellet. If we can get 20 on this, keep the rest. That would be preferred. Okay, well, they're gonna have to figure out how to move that now because I just screwed up their pattern. And they all come back. Okay, guys, really? Just go on the 20 and stay on the 20. There. That should be enough. Now get out of here. At this point, move the rest of the pellets that are out here in the water. Get them out of this area so that other Pikmin can carry these pellets back to their base. And I was wondering if you guys are going to get the other pellet. That was getting a little concerning. You know what, at this point, it'd probably be easier if we just take all the pellets. Doesn't matter who they go to, just take all the pellets now, and then I can distribute it later. We got so much nectar out here, we never even touched a single drop of it. We got some from the flint beetle, but that's really it. So we'll grab more of the nectar here, just to kind of pad things out. And we only have a little bit of time left, so I think I'm going to just opt to just grab pellets as I see fit. As we don't have enough time to do things more individually. If we get these back, we get these back. We don't, because the thing is here with the challenge mode is that normally you don't want to leave Pikmin behind, because if you leave them behind, they will die. So they do not count at that point towards your overall growth ratings. But in this sense, for the challenge mode, we don't have to worry about that. If Pikmin die, well, then it'll count towards your total. But if you leave them behind during the day, it's okay. You don't have to worry about that. One more thing to mention is that you cannot go to sunset here in the challenge mode. That is a setting that is blocked off. You either can continue your run or quit the challenge and go back to the main menu. That is the only 2 set of options you have. So in this sense, we're just gonna have to hope our Pikmin get back with these pellets, and probably not. But hey, we got a majority of all of the pellets and whatever enemies were in the area, so that is it for the impact site. Challenge complete. And now with this challenge complete, we grew ourselves a total of, wait for that counter to go up, 249 Pikmin. The max Pikmin you can grow here on the impact site is 278. So we're very close to that total. A majority of our Pikmin grown were blue Pikmin, then yellow and red. Overall, a really good run through of the impact site. So go ahead, save our game, and that's gonna do it for our first map. So now with that, I'm gonna take my first break. So, hey Matt, how you doing? In case you missed it before, I am talking to you guys in the chat in between these runs. That I'm gonna use as a time to take a little bit of a break, because I'm a little winded and that was only one map. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time here, catch up with you guys. But yeah, now this is working out, pretty nice so far. It was a good run of the first map. So next up we have Forest of Hope, which is a lot bigger, and we'll have more time there to work with. The duration is a little bit higher according to the Pikmin Wikipedia. It's about 18.5 minutes, something like that. So that's pretty good. But that means we're gonna be very busy. Yeah, better VODs like that way. Yeah, so because of how I'm cutting this up, it's live commentary as normal as I record the stuff for videos. But at the same time, I'm trying to do things a little bit differently for trying to separate like how I do the stuff for the stream and then how I do it for a proper video. It just makes it easier for me to edit. So at this point, I'm gonna finalize these files because I have enough time that went by. Because anytime you're recording stuff, as a pro tip, record more than you think you need, because that extra little bit of time makes a big difference. Okay, looks like everything is all good. Thankfully, it doesn't take that long to move around files, too. Watching on the television. Oh, good, so you get full screen Pikmin action, I see. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure this went through okay, and then other than that, we're ready to start the next one. Perfect. I always do test records, but I'm always worried about something going wrong. That's just how I am. Alright, so I guess we're ready to go ahead and start the second recording here, the second map. So, we're gonna get that here started in just one moment. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this so far. It's a very different format from what I would normally do here, but I think it's working out pretty well so far. Also, as a heads up for people watching too, if anything is weird going on during the stream, like if you're seeing it kind of glitch out or audio needs to be changed or whatever, just let me know in the chat and I will probably pause what I'm doing to fix it right away. Because I don't have my main instance of OBS open when I'm doing this stuff, since I'm trying to make sure the other stuff recording in the background is working correctly, so I'm not paying attention to fully everything on the stream front, but I'm still reading everyone in chat. So, even if I don't get to your message right away, I still see them. Alright, well let's go ahead and start the second map here, so I'm gonna leave the mode and we're gonna come right back in and get this started. Okay, good. Nice to see people are enjoying this so far. So let's go ahead and get that second session started. Alright, so impact site went pretty well. 249 Pikmin grown in total, so now our next map is the Forest of Hope. Now this one has a much higher total to work with. It's a total of 569 Pikmin we can grow. So we got a lot more stuff here to collect, but this is also going to be our first map that has proper enemies. I don't really count the Breg Bug as an enemy. It's not really that threatening, so this is going to be our real challenge, starting now. Alright, so jumping into the Forest of Hope, we got ourselves 3 Pikmin to start, just like in the impact site. So let's go ahead and grab those said Pikmin and immediately start growing things here at the base. Plenty of 5 pellets and 1 pellets all throughout the area, but we also have enemies now to worry about too. So I'm gonna be really careful here on this said map what we do, because needless to say, don't want to be charging into a Bulborb with no Pikmin ready, because we will lose our entire army. So let's just get our numbers up right now, then we'll focus on the others here after the fact. This blue does not want to pick up this blue pellet. Come on. Okay, did not mean to actually call off the other one. I just wanted the one that was done. That's okay. Throw out our Pikmin, get them out as soon as we can. Just like with the impact site, we're not going to be worrying too much if our Pikmin are flowers or not. The speed difference can help in some regards in these challenges, but I found personally it's better to maximize as much time that you have in the mode as possible. And this specific map gives you some of the most time in challenge mode, because we have almost 19 minutes to work with. So that is a lot of time. So we're going to need to take advantage of it as much as possible, given that there's plenty of Bulborbs and Bulbears in the area. Yeah, that's the last thing I expected to see here. A Bulbear. They're really not holding back any punches, huh? Just throw out the most deadly enemies in map number 2. Alright, get our reds, squish them as much as we can, because I don't want to deal with these little Bulborbs. So I'm going to want to take them out. This Bulbear here is going to be a little more scary, though, because they're going to swarm my Pikmin. Okay, well this is already kind of going bad, but that's okay, because not all of our Pikmin died, just some of them. Okay, maybe more than I thought. That was not great, but you know what? You work with what you got. Everyone grab a corpse. Individual corpses, please. And there's not enough to carry the rest. So unfortunately, we lost a little too many Pikmin there, which in the beginning, I do expect to lose Pikmin. It's not the end of the world when you do, but this will affect your total, so Be careful how many Pikmin you lose throughout your journey here in challenge mode, because unfortunately, this will be a problem for later on if you're not paying attention to your numbers. And also, if you're trying to go for that high score, try not to lose any Pikmin at all if you can avoid it. If you feel like you're losing too many, you want to start a new run, just quit out of your current one and then just try it again. Unfortunately, that is just how it will go, as there's no reset button, so you have to reset yourself. Go ahead and pull out more of our Pikmin here. Thankfully, because we are playing the Switch version, we can just hold down the A button and pull these out, because if this was original GameCube, nope. You're pulling them all out manually. One thing I don't miss about original GameCube. Did 2 Pikmin just get some nectar, or is it 1? Okay, that's better than what I thought. I want to keep on growing up my numbers. I'll leave those other Pikmin now on the ground. If they become at least the buds, then that'd be better than leaves. Okay, aim for the heads. Come on. There you go. That one was a lot harder to hit for whatever reason. I don't know why. Kill it fast, kill it fast! Ah, you didn't kill it fast enough. I think it still took a Pikmin on the way out. Get the Bull Bear immediately. And good. Okay, so now we're clear enough to get this 10 pellet. If you're wanting Pikmin to carry things back from a specific area, try to clear that area out of enemies, because as we've seen during the main adventure, it is very easy for enemies to become a problem for Pikmin carrying things back. So we don't want that to be a problem here, and there's plenty of Bulborbs on the way to the main base, so yeah, let's just clear out the main base area here as fast as we can. And for now, looks like 1 missed. So I'm gonna carry back these corpses for now and have my Pikmin over there working on that bridge, get our way over to that said 5 pellet. There is also a 20 pellet on the other side, and that's for yellow Pikmin. We need blue Pikmin to get it, so we may or may not get that set pellet. Now, given the time you have here, it's really hard to get every single thing back to the base, whether it be the pellets, enemies, or even drops from specific enemies, so you're gonna have to plan around the items in your area, how much time you have, how many Pikmin you have available, and so on. So, there's certain situations where you may want to weigh out, is it worth going over to the specific area to get this specific item or not, because you may or may not have enough time, given how we have so many things we can do here. So we're gonna have to really play around with all the different things in our area we can work with. And it does sound like the Pikmin finished that bridge, so we're gonna want to go over to that bridge here in just a moment, but we have so many Pikmin to pluck, we're probably gonna be here for another minute. I really miss in the later games the more ease of use, as Pikmin 2 and onwards make plucking Pikmin a lot better. I mean, it helps that later games have more captains to work with, so the more people plucking, the better. And there's even items in later Pikmin games that could just instant pluck Pikmin, which would be nice to have in this game as well. Unfortunately, we don't have that, so gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, for now though, we might as well grab the nectar that's here, just so we can get some of these Pikmin up. And we're done, so don't get any more. At this point, I gotta tackle my fears. Fight the Bulborb. There you go, first one down. Get the spotty ones. Get those bull bears, get them out of here. And let's just rush the other enemies while we have a full group of Pikmin. Good. As you can see, this is what I'm really worried about, though. Because we got a big bull bear over here guarding a 10 pellet, which may not be worth it, but we're gonna try for it. This one I don't like rushing, so instead, get them on the back. Just go, go, go. Hurry up before he notices. Good. Good army of Pikmin. Bad, bad Pikmin. We don't want to carry it just yet. We're wanting to clear out the area as much as we can before we start carrying anything back, because for now, I'm more focused on clearing out all the enemies. Then we can get the spoils. Perfect. Now from here, the last one I'm going to be focusing on is the one that's in my way of a bridge. So, everyone get ready and swarm them. Okay, he kind of noticed, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, we're good. I'm going to take some blues, and I'm going to separate them here. And then the rest of my Pikmin, I want to work on this bridge. Then we can take our blues and use them to get some of these corpses back, but also take care of some of the stuff that's in the water. There we go. We're good. All right, come on, guys. Let's go. Got a 5 pellet here. And at this point, we gotta be very careful because I don't want to wake up the big Bulborb, which is very easy to do. So we'll just carry that back. You know what? Put more on it. Same for this pellet, just so we can get it back faster. And with that, let's carry back some of these corpses. Alright, if you guys are done sighing, that's the one part that really is a little bit of a pace breaker. I wish the Pikmin didn't do, but it is what it is. That should be enough Pikmin to carry. At this point, I'm gonna want to throw, I'll say blues onto this. Because I want to just take the remaining set of red Pikmin here, and only red Pikmin, to get this 20 pellet. Because if I take anyone else in here, they will burn up and die. So let's not have that happen. And I guess we'll just take the remaining 3, put them on this Bulborb, and that should be good. Or that Bulbear, I should say. So that's all my Pikmin that I had working around the area. If anything else, I just want to grab my blues. Actually, we'll grab the reds too, because there is this red pellet. Because these guys have been done for a while, I need to give my other Pikmin something to do. Okay, there you go, separate out. You guys can carry that pellet. And now the blues, come with me. I said the blue, no, the whole family wants to come with you, which is a problem. The dismissal kind of keeping these guys a little too close. We're good now. So put 10 on this, 1 on you, 1 on you. We have 10 Pikmin left. That should be enough to get work on this bridge throughout the entire day. If we get that 20 pellet, cool. If we don't, well, we try. So just have them working on this said pellet. Okay, that's 12. That should be fine for the remaining set of things over here. Just gonna wait, because I don't want to throw a Pikmin before Pikmin tries to grab a pellet, because then 2 will try to grab 1. And why not? Put you on here. I'm coming back for that Bulbear anyways. Help your friend. 10 more here. And I gotta be careful how many more I use, because there's a 10 pellet here that we know is being guarded by the Bulbear. I don't have enough for both the Bulbear corpse and the pellet. That's the unfortunate thing. So I'll have to grab 1 and come back. Which the guy's in the pellet, so I thought I already grabbed it for a minute. Also, where did my numbers go down? Where'd the other 5 go? Hang on. Okay, I guess we got some slackers. Sure. Yep, there they are. I see them. Get out of the wall. Why do Pikmin go behind walls just to hang out is beyond me. You guys can't be slacking off. Put them on the pellet. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have grabbed the rest of my army. That's okay. I gotta prioritize now going over to the other sides of the map that we haven't gone to yet. Because where the armor cannon beetle was located, and also the other mini-boss in the said map, there are 2 pearly clamps. So I do want to focus on those areas to get the pearls. So we're gonna have to work our way over to these other areas here very soon. I'll wait for these Pikmin to be done, because then I want my full army. Let's go, guys. I really wish I can check where my Pikmin are. Unfortunately, without a mini-map, that does make things a little more awkward for trying to figure out where your army of Pikmin are. So remember where your Pikmin are located during this challenge mode, because you're gonna really need to know. Also, do you think you got enough bomb rocks? I'm just saying. Do we need this many? This wall is only gonna take like 3 bombs. There we go. Yeah, there's 11 bomb rocks here. I don't know why. It's a little excessive. Actually, you don't even need 3. It's only 2. Okay. Be careful, but get them. This is probably the best way to actually attack the bull bears, too. They have a lot of health, but they won't go past this gate area, which is good. And this is where we want to be. As we can see here, we got ourselves one of the clams. So, throw the bomb at it. Just wait for it to close its mouth, because that's going to be a problem otherwise. And throw another one. And that's it for the pearl. Perfect. I guess we should probably just clear out these bomb rocks. So throw one here at you, throw one here again. Okay, apparently they both decide not to do it. And that one just completely whiffed. Come on. Okay, you know what? That's some damage. I'll wait for that to go back to sleep, because you don't want to have the Bulbor be a problem. And it's gonna be a problem. Go back to sleep. Oh, it's actually coming out. He's brave. Oh, this is bad. He's cornering me in the worst spot. I didn't know you can come this far. Fine. We'll be stupid and just attack you head on. This is the worst idea. But it looks like we got in the worst scenario of all time. This guy did something I was not expecting. And we're losing all of our numbers. It's fine. I think. I'll just put some things on this, put some on the pearl, and then we're not gonna bother with the other one. Because something tells me, if we go fight the other Bulborb, we may have a repeat. And I don't want to lose my army. So we'll just leave the other Bulborb alone. It's not worth it. So the only area we have left is the one where we fought the other mini-boss here, which is gonna need some blue Pikmin. So for now, let's just focus on getting these pellets back. And we'll go to where the burrowing Snagrat was located here in the said map. Alright, so for now, we'll pull all these Pikmin out, and then we can gauge how many we have, so we can go to our last area we need to go to. I do know there's a bull bear over in the distance here behind us, so we're not going to be bothering with that. I'm also curious on how the progress for the bridge has been going along, as we've had Pikmin working on that all day. So for right now, let me see how many Pikmin we have. That's 36, 15, so don't have that many blues. We got enough to do what we want, but not as many as I was hoping for. So if that's the case, let's swap this pearl over to the blues. That'd be really important. Get an idea of where our Pikmin are with the bridge. Okay, they are done with it. That's good. So now, wait for those numbers to go up. Get an idea. 80. That should be enough for what we want to do. So I'm going to put away all my reds and take out the remaining set in yellows and blues only. We have ourselves 14. That's a 20 pellet, so we'll need a total of... Actually, we're going to need more, too, because there's a bomb we got to... Well, a wall, excuse me, we need a bomb rock. I'm going to say 23. And then the rest can be blues. Then we reunite with the other ones on the bridge, and we'll be good. We may just have enough time for this. It's going to be cutting it close. So we'll see. I hope I have enough time to get to that pearl. If not, we at least got one. But for right now, we got to separate our army. Try to get the yellows only. And that should be 20. Perfect. So let's get over here, get this 20 pellet as fast as we can. Get rid of the extra blues, because they're going to immediately dismiss these Pikmin onto the pellet, so they can just get to work immediately. And with that, we're set to go to the last area. We should hopefully have enough time to at least get things started in the other area in question. I'm going to mainly focus on the pearl, because it's going to give us 30 Pikmin, so everything else won't matter as much. Just take our yellows here, get those bombs. I believe this only takes 2 bombs to blow up, but we do have the extra to work with. Okay, well, he tripped at the finish line. That's not my fault. That's his fault. Grab another bomb to be safe, because we can use these for those said pearls. We have a lot of stuff here, too, to work with. Have to just take care of these Bulborbs immediately. There we go. All right, we're good. We didn't lose anyone in that said massacre, which is great. That should be enough. Oh, wait, no, we did lose one. It took a minute for the counter to update. That's unfortunate. Now we see here we got 2 Bulborbs. One's a Bulbear and one's a normal Bulborb. And at this point, just gonna get the rest of my blues on the ledge. Take 3 per Bulborb. Oh, we may not have enough time. Oh, this is gonna be coming close. Where are my yellows? I'm just gonna leave these udders. I don't care about the other Bulborbs. Come on, let's go. We don't have much time. This is why I wanted the bomb rocks. I'm gonna leave those blues here. They don't really matter right now. So I'm just gonna get these ones that I put on the ledge. So throw a bomb. Come on, throw your bomb. Throw the other bomb. What are you doing, sir? It helps not to have a dance party in front of the clam. There. Now hurry up. We don't have much time. I'm not gonna care about anything else. If they can turn the other direction. Oh, they're gonna go a long way. Oh, well, we're not getting that then. That's unfortunate. Yeah, because their AI is trained to have to immediately take a U-turn halfway through this area for whatever reason. I don't know why. Pikmin AI is Pikmin AI. They're just gonna do whatever. At this point, I'm gonna leave those Pikmin behind. They're okay. Everyone else is back to base that can get back to base. So at this point, what we got should be probably these numbers in total. So 323 grown for the Forest of Hope, which is a lot of Pikmin. I wish I could have gotten more, but this is better than what I had in a practice run through of around 250 or so. Okay, well, I heard something go up at the last second, so I might have got at least one of the Bulborbs back. So we didn't get both of the pearls, but we got very close. But that's it for the said Forest of Hope. Any Pikmin we didn't pluck, they still count towards the total, so we'll just leave them behind. But that is it. So now we'll just let this tally go up. And let's see, did that Bulborb count in the last minute? Indeed it did. We got a total of 343 Pikmin grown. So that is our high score here. The most you could have gotten in the Forest of Hope is 569 Pikmin grown, which is a lot of Pikmin. We got mostly reds, then some good amount of blues, and lastly, a good amount of yellows to finish it up. So that is it for the Forest of Hope. So that's another map completed. That's almost 100 more in the impact side too. That's really nice. But my gosh, man. That Bulborb situation. Ugh. I'm glad at least, you know, people laugh at that stuff, but man, I'm like, oh. I didn't know he was gonna come past the gate. He never did that for me before in practice, so that was a new one to me. Just immediately bulks through, pushes the other corpse aside, and eats half my army. In hindsight, I should have ran. I shouldn't have stayed there on that ledge. I should have booked it, so that's my fault. If I didn't fight that Bulborb, I probably could have had another 20 Pikmin. I might not have grown as many by the end, so I would think I'd be closer to 350. So maybe 10 more by the end. It didn't make as much of a difference as I thought. Thankfully, this mode doesn't track how many Pikmin died, so I don't feel as bad. Main game does, challenge mode does not. Alright, so now with that done, we're getting ready here to start the third map, Forest Naval, but I'm gonna take a break here for a moment, just catch up with you guys so far. Also get those files moved around too. I thought I moved that file. Oh, I copied it, that's why. That's on me. Yeah, that was a copy. Okay. Yeah, it was a lot longer. The initial recording is 22 minutes, so this wiki has it pretty accurate, about 19-ish minutes. These all have multipliers too, so that's compared to normal time, like, what, 1.4 times faster? Or slower, I should say. I don't know, how much are a normal day length? I thought it was like 20 minutes exact. I cannot exactly remember. Trying to see if they say here on the page. Let's see. Oh no, it's roughly around 13 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. So it's a closer to 15 minutes, especially with pausing and tutorials and such. That's why it feels like it's longer. Just depends on the situation. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm just checking something behind the scenes here. Everything should be good. I'm just gonna be copying these files, apparently. My copying tool, moving tool, apparently does not have a move function, which that's funny. Well, that's actually probably for the better. I'll have to look into that after this. But, alright, let's get ready to do the next map here, Forest Naval. This one, I'm not sure how it's gonna go. This one doesn't really have any enemies, per se. There's one in the beginning, and then the rest of it is just mainly pellets, and there's one pearl that I remember seeing, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that pearl. It's really hard to get. I don't know if it's worth the time investment. Alright, but let's go ahead and start this next session here. So this map is about 16.5 minutes, so it's roughly on par with a normal game's length. This is gonna feel very much like a normal run-through of Forest Naval, but it's way darker. I don't know if it's just me, and I'll be mentioning it when we get into the game too, but it feels way darker in this version of Forest Naval compared to the main game's version. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just to add to the challenge, but let's just jump in and find out. Alright, so immediately jumping into Forest Naval, we can see we got more Pikmin here than the other challenge maps so far, as we have a total of 5 Pikmin per color type, so 15 Pikmin to work with right in the very beginning. That's nice. But as we can see, we got ourselves a bread bug, so we know what to do with bread bugs. Just immediately try to grab the said pellet it's trying to grab, and I threw the Pikmin at the pellet. I'm surprised it didn't get the pellet the bread bug was dragging, but sure. And then the other Pikmin decided to work with the plants and got the other pellet, not the one in front of it. And these Pikmin, man, I swear, they have a mind of their own. Just let them do whatever. At this point, the bread bug is damaged, so we don't need to do much of anything else. It looks like it's trying to get one of the pellets, so we'll just let him take it. Because now, that's a death sentence. And there you go. It's all yellows, which is really unfortunate for where it dropped in front of the red base. So I need more yellow Pikmin to clean up the red base. Not the best situation. So for now, let's pluck our reds. And I guess at this point, try to get some work done around the area as we're waiting around for more of our numbers to grow. So we'll just leave the Pikmin there in the ground for the moment. Just take my reds, put it on this set area, take a blue for this, and probably the rest of my Pikmin I should work on getting more pellets. I don't have enough to really start any of the bridges or any of the walls, so we'll probably just leave them be. Now, this area is different from the main version of Forest Naval. As you can see, there are not really any bomb walls anywhere to work with, so I don't have to worry about bombing anything here, which is nice. Because that's one of the biggest points of just, honestly, your day being wasted, is going around blowing up like half of the surrounding area. Because there's so many different things to interact with here. So, thankfully, not nearly as much you gotta work on. Some walls here and there that Pikmin can just bang their heads on. Maybe some bridges here and there. That's mainly it. How many reds do we have? Okay, we got enough. I just need 10. And then the rest of my Pikmin. For now, I'm gonna have to work on probably this wall to start. Because some Pikmin come through here with certain pellets. You might as well have that wall started. And then we can grab the rest of our Pikmin in the ground, so that's perfectly fine. getting an idea of what else is around us. We got some pellets on ledges we can grab. I do see some stuff in the water. There's a 10 pellet down below here for yellows. Might as well grab my Pikmin and put them on the 10 pellet. Just grab them all. So I'll just put like 1 up on this yellow one, and then 12 on the remaining 10. That should be perfectly fine. Oh, looks like a Pikmin down there on the 10 pellet just kind of decided not to fall. That's... yeah, that happens. Alright, that should be good. The rest of them should get to work on that 10, I think. Come on, guys. Here, I'll give you an extra friend just to be safe. Something tells me the other one won't move, which is unfortunate, but it happens. The rest of the Pikmin get to work on this bridge. Get the shortcut up in this section to get back to the base. Thankfully, there are plenty of shortcuts here that you can use for Olimar specifically. So even if there are walls or bridges in your way, at least Olimar has an easy way around, so don't have to worry too much there. Put 5 on this said pellet. 1 at a time on these pellets. What is this 5 pellet doing? Sure. Physics be damned. And are the other Pikmin stuck? How the... Man, really having some physics problems today, huh? Everybody doesn't know what to do or where to go. All because of plants. That is impressive. Everyone figure out whatever and move it. Just do your thing. There's no reason why that had to have been a traffic jam. So, don't do it again. I grab the yellows, throw them onto these pellets, immediately just try to grab more, throw them out. We almost have enough Pikmin here so we don't have to pluck anything else, which is really good, because I'm getting tired of plucking. There's only so much of this you can do before you waste pretty much half your day just by growing your numbers and getting them out of the ground. So at this point, I'm gonna put my Pikmin to work on the other bridge over here. As this bridge, this one's gonna probably be the bridge a lot of my army is gonna want to take to get back to base. So let's just have these Pikmin get to work. At this point, while the other Pikmin are working, I'll grab the remaining ones at base, try to pluck whatever's left over. And we're almost at a cap, so that's good. We won't have to worry too much more about plucking Pikmin. So I'm gonna just throw my reds down to here. I don't know if that's gonna reach. Okay, it did. Perfect. I heard the bridge is complete, so that's good. Which means now I can get to work on some walls. And then from here, once these Pikmin are back to base, that'll be 100 grown, so I won't have to pluck anything else, which would be great. Unfortunately, I wish I had more blues right now with me, because there is the 10 pellet over here, or is it 5 pellet? It's a 5 pellet, and then there's a yellow 5. I can grab the yellow 5 now. But that blue one? No. That's gonna have to stay. Alright, there's another blue one in the water. That one may not be worth it because of how far away it is. So that I might just leave alone. For now, we'll let the Pikmin go back to base. So the remaining set that I have here, we'll use these to grab things around the area and get to work on other walls. Because there's still this wall over in the distance. I definitely want to get to work on that. Not the grass. Come on, guys. I get to work on this wall. There's not enough Pikmin there to bring back everything in that area, because if I'm not mistaken, that should be a yellow and a red pellet of 10 each. So I'm gonna want to grab more Pikmin for each color before I do any more there. So get whatever's here, and then distribute the Pikmin accordingly on those pellets. Alright, I see that 10. I should probably grab that one here too. Alright, that should be good. Let's go into this area. I should have enough for both pellets. Thankfully, there is no beady long legs here, so I don't have to worry about a random spider. And this was a 20 pellet, so I got the information wrong there in my head. I couldn't remember if it was a 10 or a 20. That's okay. And the other Pikmin, just get to work on the other one just to get back faster. These Pikmin aren't the fastest in the world because they're all leaves. But that's okay. Because as long as I get as many on things as possible, they'll move faster. And these guys are just gonna push each other up the slope, so you know what? You guys are doing great. Keep on pushing. Might as well just help you get back to base a little bit faster. Now I can probably get some of the stuff in the water, because I do have enough blues for that. I don't have to go fully in the water, so I'll just throw these in the water and let them carry back that pellet. This one, oh, there's a yellow pellet over there. I just seen that, but that's in a weird spot. Honestly, that one's not worth it at all, because it's in such a bad location. You have to get it out with blue Pikmin, and then use yellow Pikmin, so it may not be fully worth it. This, on the other hand, it is. Perfect. At this point, I should be okay now to take Pikmin down below in this area and get them to work on pellets in this section. Because there are some pellets here that we can grab too. Immediately, there's a 5 pellet right here. So grab some yellows, put them on the 5. Got a 10, can't really carry that back because I don't have enough reds. So at this point, I'm probably going to get to work on a bridge. So I'll put these Pikmin up on this bridge. And let them do their thing. That one, we'll figure it out when the bridge is low enough. Because that bridge is normally where you go for some bomb rocks in normal mode. But here, there are no bomb rocks. There are pellets though. So we want to get those Pikmin for the pellets. Looks like a majority of my army is now back. That's really good. Don't know how many I have of each color, though. That's the only thing. Not that many blues. Honestly, I need more. I have more than enough reds. And then more enough yellows. Honestly, yellows are pretty useless in a lot of regards with challenge mode. So it's really just a situation of bomb rocks or not. And there's not enough bomb rocks in this area for yellows to really matter as much. I need more reds and blues than anything else here. Alright, make sure it's just the reds on that, please. No one else. That should be enough. At this point, wait for the whole army. I don't want someone to get under the bridge somehow. And there you go. Okay, so now, 20 on the red pellet. That should be 20. Hey, it's 20. Now, this one's a little more awkward because there's a pellet next to the bridge. So, focus on bridge, not pellet. Okay, they're all on... Okay, most of them are on the bridge. These two? I guess they're observing. We need you to work, not observe. Alright, there is a 10 here. There's a 1 here. A 10 for yellows, which honestly is not worth it. And a 20 for blue. So mostly blue Pikmin out here are good. It's just the one random yellow in the water. It's just not going to be worthwhile. At this point, we want only yellows if we can for this 20 pellet. And 34 is more than enough, so get to work. And whatever's remaining here for the blue Pikmin, I guess we'll put into the said water. Oh, you kidding? Guys! It's just a plant! There's no reason why you can't move a plant! And then that one is just chilling. Okay, well this is gonna be a fun situation to watch. Surprisingly, that went better than I expected. Alright, get the 5 pellet. The remaining guys, put on 20. Get them out of here. What are we Pikmin and not understanding what a plant is? Just, what? Why? Okay, you know what? Here, hurry up. Get them out of the water. They all focused on the one. Well, I see some favoritism. You guys really are just helpless without me, aren't you? Oh, Pikmin AI, I swear. Alright, well, I guess now we go and get one of these pellets. So we'll get the 10 pellet while we're here. These guys on the bridge for whatever reason, slacking off on your job, I see. Alright, there's some pellets over in this area here, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough time for those. Honestly, at this stage, we might be better off trying to go for the other side of the map because there is a pearly clamp. So we can get the pearl. That'll be 30 Pikmin. Is it going to be worth going for it right now, though? I really hope, because that's going to take the remainder of the day. There's a bridge we got to work on, and then from there, We need to get Pikmin up on a ledge, and then after that point, fight the clam, get the pearl back. It's a lot of work, so we might not be actually going for it. It's really hard to say if it's worth it because of the time sink alone. It's a lot of work just to get one thing of a drop. For now, let's just try to get the other pellets while waiting for my Pikmin to get back. I can't do anything else until my full army is, for the most part, back at base. So for now, we'll just grab whatever's here. I don't think we have enough for the yellow pellet. So I'll just grab this one. We can only get one or the other, so I'll just grab the one that I can carry right now, which is the blue pellet. For now, that's probably all I can really do. So now I'm weighing how much time is left. If anything, that's probably a minute? But how long Pikmin take to get around this area? I don't think we have enough time for the pearl. So that's probably going to have to be in something we unfortunately do not collect, which is sometimes the way it goes in these challenge runs, but you have to time manage. In this case, I think I managed the best that I could. So just get the reds to carry back their pellet. At this point, ooh, I have one blue. How convenient. Come here, my blue. We'll use you to grab this blue pellet. Get the 2, the 1. Okay, so everyone's basically back at base at this point. That's good. So we'll probably just have to go around and get the other pellets that we see. I do not think it's worth going for that pearly clamp anymore, which is unfortunate. It's the long puzzle in this map. We have to break down a bridge, use yellow Pikmin to get on top of the ledge, but also blue Pikmin to make a geyser to get onto the sedge ledge area, and carry everything back or red Pikmin. Thankfully, that last stage you don't have to do because there are no geysers to work with. I don't really think that changes much though. Okay, at this stage, if anything, it's just blues and nothing but blues. So how many do we have? Oh, I don't even know if we have time for that specific idea. Going into the water, we may not have enough time now. If anything, I'll put away... say that many? Yellow... not yellow, red Pikmin, excuse me. And then from there, grab the remaining set in blue. And then just hope we have enough time for something. That's all we can do. Alright, let's go. The other Pikmin, if they get back, they get back. If they don't, they don't. It thankfully doesn't really affect anything. It's a matter of, can we get these blues on the 20 I saw out here in the water and actually get back to base? I don't think there's enough time. If anything, they might be able to move it out of the water and make it halfway to base. Oh yeah, not even that. We're at the last 10 seconds here. Well, let's just see how far they go, because honestly, what we got is probably the final total. So 275. And I don't think they're even crossing the water at this rate. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. If we have enough time, I can run out here to show. This is the area in question you would go if you want to fight a Pearly Clamp to get some extra Pikmin from that. But it's a very long and arduous puzzle. As we can see, it's over in the distance, so that takes a very long time to work with. Probably not worth it, unless you plan around that said pearl in question. But that is it for the Forest Navel, so that's another challenge completed. So we already know what our total was, as we couldn't get anything back at the base last minute, but we grew a total of 275 Pikmin. Mostly reds, and then right next to that are yellows, so our red and yellow numbers were pretty close. And not as many blues. Forest Navel, you want more blues than anything else, so in that situation, we didn't capitalize on the blues as much as I would have liked, but hey, 275 is still a good total, as the total you can get in this map is 482 Pikmin. So, not bad if you ask me, but that is it for the Forest Navel. Oh my gosh, man. See, that's what I was saying before we started that one. Not as many things to worry about enemy-wise. It's really just 2 enemies. And if you don't fight the Pearl, it's just 1. so that was not bad. But yeah, it's a hard one. I think Forest Naval, in my opinion, could be the hardest one to get numbers up. The next map in question, Distant Spring, is the hardest one in my opinion because, oh, that one's rough. There's just a lot you have to work with for enemies. So I'm worried about Distant Spring, but we'll get to that here in just a minute. Alright, at this point, let me just get the stuff saved up, and we're pretty good. How long have we been going so far? About an hour? Wow, this is actually going a little bit faster than I was expecting, because this took about 2 hours when I was working through stuff yesterday, so that wasn't bad. I guess I'll still be on estimate by the time I'm done here. Copy that file into here. And I guess at this point, let me just catch up a bit on what people were saying. I noticed one person popped in and poofed out, but yeah, whatever. If you want to watch, you watch. I don't care. Alright, let me see here. Make sure that file went through. Okay, good. Just wait for that to finalize, and then we can get started on the next one. Now, this is going to be very long, just like with Forest of Hope, because this is about 19 minutes. Very similar time frame. In fact, I think it's the exact same. It's just gonna be... Honestly, I'm not sure how this one's gonna go. So don't be surprised if we lose like half our numbers. Because in the beginning, there's a lot of enemies, and then there's also some other factors to worry about too. So we'll see how it turns out. Alright, well, let's get this one started. Also, for those of you who are wondering, every time I have to start a new recording, I'm backing out to the title screen. It's a good sync point. Also, a good cutting point, too, so a little behind the scenes there. You always want to have something easy to transition to. In this case, title screen. Very easy to transition out of that. Alright, but you guys ready for Distant Spring, our second to last map? This one is going to be scary. There's a lot of enemies in the beginning I'm worried about. 2 pearls we can get, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to get them. We'll find out. Let's get this started. Alright, immediately jumping into the Distant Spring, we got ourselves 5 Pikmin to start with. But this map is also known as the hardest one to work with normally, and challenge mode is no exception. Look at all the depth we get to work with. So many Bulborbs overweight. The puffy... The mushroom. Don't know why that's there. And there's plenty more out on the horizon we cannot see. So, needless to say, be careful about your Pikmin in this one because there's a lot of enemies immediately in the beginning. So we're going to want to clear out the horde here probably right away once we get our numbers up. Since we're going to want to capitalize on moving things around without our Pikmin getting slaughtered. So, yeah, needless to say, we're going to have to be very, very careful here. Grab me a blue, because I got this 5 pellet here in the water. I don't know if the Wollywog is going to notice, or they're technically called Wally Hops now because of a translation change. They used to be called Wollywogs, hence why always in the said playthrough itself, I call these Wollywogs the original name, because that's what I'm used to. But they did have a name change. It's due to some localization differences between regions. The name Wollywog just wasn't seen as the best name to give creatures like this, so it was changed for the Switch release. Oh, that's not good. Guys, no. I don't know why they were over there at the 5 pellet. Those Pikmin asked to get eaten by a said Bulborb. That was kind of scary. I don't think anything happened based on what I've seen, so we should be okay. But that, oh man, that was really not according to plan. We do need more yellows, so I'm gonna have to get me more. Also, was that the same 5 pellet they got off the ledge? If that's the case, maybe that's why they woke up the Bulborb. Because that is the weirdest pathing. So we're just trying to get our reds up right away so we can get the Bulborb taken care of in the middle of the path here. As you can tell, he's probably one of the worst enemies to have in this said section. Try to move out this corpse as soon as we can. That did not prioritize the yellows. Okay, that's fine. Just move it. I just need to move things. The mushroom's just gonna do its thing, but as long as we don't attack it, it should be okay. So we'll just leave him be. Yeah, it's just spewing out poison in areas that are nowhere near my Pikmin, so that's okay. We can work with that. As a reminder, with the toadstool here, do not have it attack your Pikmin with its poison, because they will mind control the Pikmin, and from there, it can turn the tides and attack you with your own set of Pikmin, so just be careful. I'm actually gonna swap you guys out to blues, because I want blues to be my priority of Pikmin here for all the water. While the damage output would be nice of reds, there's so much water here to work with, you're better off getting a bunch of yellows. Well, not a bunch of blues. Yellows are probably the most worthless one, if you want to be honest. I think of yellow because I just had to come over here to pick more yellows. I think we should have enough now to take care of the toadstool. So let's work on fighting this enemy. We just need some Pikmin to attack its base area here, just to get the flip over. Then once it flips, now throw and just get it destroyed as fast as we can. This thing flips over, it will poison our Pikmin, so please take it out fast. Thank you. Okay, based on what's around us now, I want to be careful, but I can take this enemy out. I just don't think I should do it with my Pikmin, specifically where they're at. Face this direction. Come on, this way. There you go. If that blowhog was going to face towards the water, my Pikmin would die anytime he lunges, so we don't want that. Okay, that's another one down. Just let my Pikmin take care of that enemy. At this point, I'm gonna probably just want to put these guys to work. Hi. You gonna... I don't know what he's doing. That's why I'm babysitting my Pikmin, because if he blows, they're dead. Or at least half of them are dead. Let's keep an eye on our numbers. If we see it go down all of a sudden, we know what happened. Case in point. What is going on here? We got lucky that bulb orb didn't eat my Pikmin. Now hurry up. It's gotta go back to sleep. Otherwise, you're dead. Okay, he's going back to sleep. That's good. I don't see my numbers going down, so that glowing enemy is not attacking our Pikmin right now, which is good. We do not want him to blow him into the water. That would be devastating this early on. Alright, so we should have enough Pikmin by the time I'm done plucking here to take out that bulb orb. So that's our priority. After this, bulb orb. It's probably the worst one in this area. The other one that's in front of the red onion here on our left currently, I can leave that one alone, as that is not as big of a priority area to work with. Once we want to move things in and out of that said region of the distant spring, that's a whole other argument though. Okay, good. You ignored my other Pikmin. Thank you. Oh, this is going to be really awkward to fight. Please do not go over a log. If this thing is over an area we can't reach, I can't swarm you. This is the weirdest way to fight this enemy of all time, but it is working, I think. There, okay. That's yet another enemy we don't want to have to worry about because it's also in a bad spot, meaning that it's going to knock Pikmin in the water. So, don't want to be worrying about any of my Pikmin, and thankfully now we don't have to. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. No, this is terrible. No old-fashioned way, new-fashioned way. Anytime pellets are on top of other pellets, it's so awkward to carry. In this sense, it's no different. Land on the head. Come on. There you go. Take 3 of you. And we're good. Now from this point forward, I want nothing but how in the world? I think that yellow's just gonna chill on that ledge. I don't think he's coming home. How did he get way up there? He must have got blown over from the enemy, because that's a new location. I don't know about him. He might be left behind. but we'll try to get him. I don't have any promises. Alright, one more round on this pearl. There's 2 pearls here we can get. This is just 1. Now, unfortunately, though, the Pikmin don't carry it through water, so we have to get working on this bridge immediately, which is not ideal, but hey, we'll have to work with it. Alright, we're gonna have to hope you swim really fast. He made it to the land, too! Oh. Well, you can't say we didn't make the effort. We got as close to land. And that, unfortunately, was the farthest that Pikmin can swim. He ran out of steam. He couldn't go any further. Rest in peace. I'm gonna just take out 1 extra red to make up for the yellow. I don't need any more yellows at this point. So, I haven't really gotten that much done here in hindsight, and it's already going on half the day. So, we gotta get to work. Now, that bridge is done, so we can get that pearl back, which is great. Unfortunately, it's way over there, in the distance. The area we're no longer in. So, it's gonna take a bit to get back over to that location. There's another pearl I want to focus on as soon as this is said and done, as that's also in a really far away place, so we're gonna want to get the move as fast as we can here, guys. For now, I'm gonna throw these Pikmin up on this ledge, if they can get up there, that is. No, they can't. Okay, well, plan B. Stay there. I'll put these 4 in the pearl and take the remaining blues. Get to work on another bridge, because this is super important. So for now, actually, before we do the bridge, because we're already over here, there are Pikmin that can be worked on with these said pellets. So come on. There's 10 here. Let's get only 10 on that. Take a look at your surroundings, get an idea of what's here or there to work with. And, okay, we're good. So, I'm gonna take these remaining 40, and this is gonna be a long run. But we need to go all the way over to where the massage machine would be located, because that has a pearl that we can go ahead and collect. And those pearls are really important, so we're gonna focus on those. For now, though, let's take the remaining yellows here as well, and get them to work on these other pellets. Okay, you know what? It's a mix of everybody, I guess. Now that Wollywog is the only thing I'm really concerned about. It's really close to the base, and it's eyeing every single Pikmin, so I'm gonna want to stay clear of its vision as long as possible. Here's where the other pearl is located, so this is another area we need to open up right away. Even though the blues can carry this through the water, they don't know how to do that. So, put them to work on the bridge. Keep an eye on that Wollywog, making sure he's not going to where my Pikmin are. Oh, no. We might be losing some Pikmin here in a second. I think it went over to the bridge. I don't know if this is going to be okay or not. It is, kind of okay. It tried to go on the bridge. I think it failed. Well, let's hope 50 Pikmin's enough to take care of this Bulborb, because this thing is in our way. Okay, it's good. This is also gonna be really awkward, but I need you on land. This guy's a big problem too, so take care of the Wollywog. Gonna jump, just be careful, and attack. Perfect! You guys did great. You didn't actually drown. Why? Oh, okay. As soon as I compliment them, they have to drown. I take back everything I said. You guys did terrible. Why? It's like they want to prove me wrong or something. Oh, no. That's a lot of numbers lost. The Wollywog. I knew it. I knew there'd be a problem with the bridge. Okay. Well, Gonna need to get more blues. We're having a good day too, man. What is happening? Ow! These Pikmin, I swear, you leave them alone for not even 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, man. So we were having a good day, and then the Pikmin drowned. Sure. I don't know what was happening with the Reds. I guess they were slowly just inching their way into the pond, because I definitely left them on dry land, so I don't know why they went in the water. I do not understand, but we're gonna work with it. I don't even know how many Pikmin that was in total. Based on what I had when the bridge incident happened, that was probably like 7 that went in the water. We lost almost 30 Pikmin in just the course of 1 minute. So this would normally be a reset if we were not focused more on other factors, like trying to get our numbers up as much as we can. But at this point, I'm committed to the loss. We'll just have to deal with it. It's unfortunate, but that's sometimes how things go. I don't know if we're gonna have enough of the blues to fill a full army, but we can get like halfway there. And then I guess the yellows can chill. Because I just want to have 100 Pikmin on the field? No, that's not enough. Off by 2. Well, I guess now we know what we should do immediately. Take this Wollywog out. He needs to come back in the water, though. Perfect. Kill it. No, 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 no. That could have ended poorly. I'm shocked it didn't. After the bridge incident, it should have ended poorly, but it did not. So I guess for now, what we should do is I'm gonna put, we'll say, that's about half. We'll put half my Pikmin to work on that bridge, and then the other half I can get on this pearl. I call him back. That was actually way more damage than I expected to get. So that's actually really good. This won't take nearly as long now to get the pearl out. And we're 1 hit away. Yeah. This fiery blowhog, man. Are you done? Thank you. The rest of the stuff here we're not going to be concerned about, because it does not matter. Are they carrying his friend? Well, that's a new one. Okay, at this point, we're just gonna focus on things around here, because there is another pearl we can get. There are a total of 3 pearls in this map, but I don't know if we're gonna get that one. The last one in question is gonna be really hard to get to, so we can attempt it, but it's surrounded by a lot, and I mean a lot of frogs, man. I don't know if I want to deal with that many Wollywogs. Alright, let them carry back that corpse. There's a Mamuda and a 10 pellet for the Reds. We got a bunch of Bulborbs over here. Not to mention 1 Wollywog in the water. So it's already a threatening area, as you can see. I'm gonna just mainly clear this out as much as I can. There's another puff stool. As you can see, half of the enemies on this side of the map. There's a lot of stuff here. Good. Now, I don't think this will work, but we have to rush this Bulborb. Barely. It barely worked. Holy crap. Okay. There may be a chance. There may be a chance at this pearl after all. We just have to be really careful. I can bait all these frogs, so I don't think that there'll be a massive massacre if we can play this correctly. I just gotta be really mindful where this frog jumps. Case in point. Just get him in a weird spot. That way he has a much harder time moving, and then we can just focus on the pearl. Okay, we're good. Get to work, and now we have to be the decoy. Because honestly, I don't think I'm defeating these frogs. And we should be good, because the Pikmin are fast enough to run away from all of the enemies now. So at this point, There's a lot of pellets here that we could grab, but I don't think we'll have enough time. So it's best at this point to focus our efforts on whatever's on the field that we can get, and then from there come back for the remaining set of items. So we'll grab this pellet. There is also this section here with a set 20 pellet. Got a bunch of bulb orbs all over the place. And honestly, the rest of this is probably not worth it. We got 10 pellet up there for the yellows we can grab. If anything, I might just be getting that, and that's about it. I just hope my yellows actually collide with the pellet. The answer is no. I'm hearing them touch the water. This is why I'm not sure if this can work. Because when a Pikmin's in the water, I'm afraid it's just not going to interact correctly. And that's probably all we can do. I don't think I have enough time for the 10 pellet. The Mamuda is not worth going after. He doesn't even give you many Pikmin at all. It's a good source if you want your Pikmin numbers to get more increased on the flower front, but that's about it. And the final thing is, in this said section, we have more enemies we can fight. 10 pellet here in the water, which you need blues to get anyways. We have a 20 pellet out here in the distance for blues. More frogs to work with. Thankfully, we don't have like the run-ending boss in this area to work with, so not a problem there. Another 10 pellet for blues. So a bunch of pellets in the area we just can't get. Other than that, that's it for the distance spring. And honestly, that went a little bit better than I was expecting, because I thought I was going to have half the amount of Pikmin ending, but 333? Hey, that's a good number. I'll take it. So with that scary day out of the way, that is it for the distance spring. Another challenge has been completed. So now, because we already know our final total, I want to see how many Pikmin we grew in each type and see when the spike of loss happened. We'll be able to tell in the graph. So we got a total of 333 Pikmin. You can grow a total of 752 here, which is a lot of Pikmin. But now we can see we lost a lot of blues after the halfway mark in the day. We can see that, but most of our numbers were in blue Pikmin. Then the reds, and then barely right next to it was a yellow Pikmin. So a pretty good growth, mainly focused on blues since the distant spring is full of so much water, which is recommended. But other than that, that was a pretty okay day, even though halfway through it was pretty devastating. So that concludes our time here in the distant spring. Oh man, my heart. I think the funniest moment for me was that Pikmin up on the ledge. I don't know about you guys in chat, but to me, that random yellow just hanging out in the background, I love that. Even though it was no way of saving him. I knew ahead of time. The bridge name was unexpected, but that just sometimes, it's just sometimes how it goes. You just have a random situation of an enemy out of view attacking your squad. You can't help it. But yeah, we have one more map left, final trial. This one is going to be very different, and I'll explain that once we get into it, but yeah. Let me just finalize the stuff here, and then we'll get started. Yeah, yellow Pikmin's like, well, guess I drown. I'm honestly shocked that guy didn't get blown in the water. I expected if that guy was going to get blown away by an enemy, he would be swimming. So I thought he was going to drown off screen. But the fact he survived was kind of unexpected. We have one more, and then that is it. It's just final trial left. So this one's not gonna be terribly long. How long is this one? 13 minutes and 30 seconds. So this one is normal game length for the day. So in some ways, that's more than enough time. In other ways, it's not. You'll understand when we actually start. But final trial is a very small map too. It's only really like a vertical map when you look at it. It's not really that much. There's no final boss here like in the main game, so it's gonna be kind of calm, kind of not. Again, you'll see when we get into it. Well, let's get it started. Get this final one on the road. Alright, here we go. Final trial time. This one is funny. You're off by 1 Pikmin to get to an even amount by the end. Because it's 299 in total here. Couldn't have 1 more Pikmin on the map, right? But this one's gonna be hard. Just like any other situation, the final trial. This map can be a little scary in some ways, but let's just get started, huh? Alright, this is it. The final trial. You're gonna notice right away, there are more Pikmin on this map that you would expect. And in fact, there's a total of 100 Pikmin on this map already grown. So we're gonna have a lot of Pikmin to work with here in the very beginning. So don't have to worry about plucking things after a certain while because, well, simply put, whatever you got is already on the map. That's also a negative because you can't take out any more Pikmin that are already on the map. So we gotta pluck Pikmin immediately just to use them. And unfortunately, because of how many Pikmin are already on the map, we have to get them immediately plucked out to actually use our squad. So in this sense, we got a lot of unused Pikmin that we're just gonna have to ignore for a bit. Spotty Bulbear in the beginning. Not comfortable with that. Okay, we're good. I thought for a minute when my Pikmin died, that was the number going up, not down. Take care of the Bulborb over here. Got some enemies here and there. Definitely enemies we wouldn't have seen normally here in the final trial. So, that's good. A little bit of variety is always nice. Getting an idea of what's around the area, making sure we can do pretty much everything we can in the beginning. Because as we can tell, we still have to do some work here for certain things like the bridges, so that is a situation we have to work on immediately. So let's grab our Pikmin, and oh man, it's the worst spot for an enemy to be in right in the beginning, so we'll have to be careful. But in the water, we got a Wollywog, and of course, it's not a standard one. No, it's the yellow version, the more deadly one. So get this pellet immediately out of his way. I am honestly shocked it did not jump. Because this guy can jump over to where those Pikmin were located on that pellet. It just did not. So, the bridge is going to be the more scary part, though. He can't go for Pikmin on the bridge. As we've seen in the distant spring. That can be very devastating. So, let's just be careful. But you guys to work on this bridge, as this one's going to take a while to get built. And then I'll take the remaining set of Pikmin over here onto this bridge back to the base. Because this one, we need built as fast as we can, so we can actually get Pikmin over to the other bridge. At this point, I guess I'm going to have to pluck these Pikmin over on the ledge. Now, the thing is with Pikmin being on the map already, is that we need to pluck them to use them, as mentioned before. But when the Pikmin are on screen, their timers are going. So in this case, we had Pikmin already evolve into Bud Pikmin, and the next stage of life is Flowers. But there's also a downside to the situation where if the Pikmin are in the ground for too long, they actually can go away. So we have to grab these Pikmin as fast as we can out of the ground if we actually want to use any of them in our army. Otherwise, they will no longer cease to exist. So that is why it's very important to try to get... Oh, no, 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 no. No swimming. It's important for us to get as many Pikmin as we can in the beginning. Also important to not have our Pikmin drown. That's also very important. Try this again. A little scary there at the beginning to almost lose my whole army, but it is how sometimes things go. Now, can I get, like, 10 yellows, please? 10 yellows, please. Okay, that is interesting. Also, I need 10 yellows. I got 9. One more yellow, please. Thank you. Now you guys can go back to work. So we're gonna do this little trick where you can throw yellows over this ledge, and then from here, call them, get them close enough to this box, and then they will push the box on their own. So this will save us a lot of time getting this boss pushed now, and also skips the fire puzzle here in the final trial, which is very convenient because that's a whole ordeal to work through. All right, so at this point, everyone get to work on this bridge. We gotta get moving as fast as we can here, because we got a lot more Pikmin we gotta pluck. I'm gonna put these guys to work on this said wall as I'm plucking Pikmin up on this ledge, because again, we do not have that much time before these Pikmin destroy themselves. So grab them now before they cease to exist. Got some reds over on that ledge, which not the best spot. We do need to bomb this wall. There's no bomb rocks around this area, but there are some bomb rocks nearby. So we'll have to take care of things around us first and then come back for those reds. That should be enough Pikmin distributed evenly here. And we still have the yellows here on the box? Okay, guys, really? Let's get you guys to work up here on this 10 pallet. And these Pikmin, yeah, I need to grab these, but also, you may have noticed the music change here. And that is because we do have a boss to fight here in the final trial. Beady Longlegs. Bet you didn't expect to find a boss, let alone Beady Longlegs of all things to be here. And unfortunately, my Pikmin are already having problems. Okay, so we're gonna need to clear out this area as soon as we can of Beady, because that's gonna be a problem for us. We don't want Beady Longlegs to destroy any of the Pikmin on the way back to the base, because, yeah, needless to say, we kind of need our Pikmin to be alive. Alright, so grab that bomb rock, and from here, we'll need my Pikmin to kind of get out of the way, because Beady's in kind of a weird spot right now. Right in the middle of our path of where Pikmin need to go, but at the same time, you don't really need to fight him if you want to get pellets around the area out, if you can just bait him around the area. So in this case, we're gonna just let Beady do his own thing for right now and just get the pellets. Also, as you can see, he's not alone. Burrowing Snagret. Yeah, just when you thought one big boss wasn't enough, have a second one. Needless to say, we're also going to be ignoring this guy for now because I do not want to be bothering. Alright, let's take our bomb rocks now and ignore him. Burn Snagret here later. We'll fight all the bosses here after we take care of everything else we need to take care of. So, we got some stuff we can do at this point. Oh no. Our bomb rock Pikmin went on the other side of the wall. Alright, this is gonna be a little interesting, but thankfully we can get on that other side of the wall. So let the bomb go off, go around, and ooh, we may barely be able to get through. Thankfully, that's a 2 bomb rock wall, so if it was a 1 bomb rock, I wouldn't have gotten through that. No, Pikmin! He walked straight into his own bomb. That's unfortunate. And speaking of unfortunate, notice how the red Pikmin here are gone. They despawned because we took too long to get to them. So that's a situation where we just couldn't be fast enough to get the said Pikmin. So it's gonna happen. Not every Pikmin you're gonna be able to pluck, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, now we can actually start taking more Pikmin out of the ship. So our numbers aren't fully maxed here, which is good. Seems like the yellows did also despawn as well, but they do come back after a while, as you can see. So we'll grab these Pikmin, and it sounds like we got some enemies here as well. Oh, great, sheer grubs. Everybody's favorite thing to work with. You know, the bugs that just don't let you keep your Pikmin as soon as it's in its mouth. Let's just take them out immediately. Now, we want to take care of the male sheer grubs first, since they're the only ones that can attack. The females aren't as big of a deal because they don't have any mouths to work with. It's a little discriminating, but you know what? That's the way of nature. We'll work with how nature gives us that set bonus. In this sense, I don't want to lose my Pikmin. I already lost some from bombs. And also a stomp to the head. Alright, let's pluck these Pikmin here. And from this point, then we'll be able to see how many Pikmin we have left to work with. So it's a total of 88 Pikmin once we get this one out of the ground. So that does mean there's some back in the ground we still need to pluck. Now, thankfully, you don't need to pluck those said Pikmin if you want to actually get your numbers up, because they still count towards your total. So, we're lucky here in the sense that we already have the Pikmin that we need. So, let's just go ahead, take care of every enemy around us. And I guess it's time to fight all these bosses in the middle. Okay, that guy's gonna drown. You know what? He walked under the bridge. That's on him. I can't babysit all my Pikmin. There's only so much I can do. I'm sorry. So we can see those reds are back. Pikmin do come back without their evolutions, though. So they're gonna be, probably by the time we get to them, maybe buds, if anything. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're just going to be the leaves. Wasn't expecting that final hit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a pit stop back to base if that's gonna be a problem, and grab some reds. I'm thinking based on time that we have left, we might have enough time to get maybe at least one of the bosses taken care of here. I don't know about all of them. We will try our best. I just don't think we'll have enough time for all of it. Okay, buddy. Let's go. I'm gonna just take my yellows for this. Make it easy, because we have so many yellows. And a random blue. Okay, blue. You can just chill here with us. That's okay. Just don't get in the way of the feet. You will die. Case in point. That wasn't even a blue. So we could maximize damage and get our reds in here, but honestly, I don't trust my Pikmin today after the... See? Case in point! I don't trust my Pikmin today after the performance we've been seeing so far. So I'm just gonna take the easy way, use my yellows, and with that, BD Longlegs is defeated. Not without some sacrifices made. Now that's a lot of pellets, but we're gonna ignore the pellets for now because we have another boss to work with. So let's take care of that boss first. Come on, yellow, or red. See, I'm thinking it's a yellow of all the sacrifices. And we still have 2 blues up here. Okay, good, your head got stuck, so just beat it up. Maybe we can get on 1 cycle? No, unfortunately, the Snaggerit had more health. All right, get away. If you can move, you're gonna die if you don't. Okay, this will finish you off. Perfect. Okay, this is gonna be a weird distributing, but I can work with it. I'm just gonna get the 5 pellets for now, as we have so many big pellets here in the middle that I want to focus all my time on these. As you can tell, we don't have much time, so hurry it up. And I guess if we have any leftover time, I'll try to get those reds from earlier. Again, they count on the map as long as we have them, so it's not going to be an end of the world if we don't grab these. That 20 pellet, though, is not getting grabbed. That is a terrible spot for it. 20? Why? You guys! Why? Why do you do this? I immediately drown you because they want to go the wrong way. Okay, that's not even my fault. You know what? At this point, I think they're gonna survive if I just try to call them back. And that's it. This is the most comical way of growing Pikmin of all time. Not even my fault. Oh, come on. Stop drowning yourself. Well, you pluck some, you lose some, I guess. That's the nature of life. And those extra pellets didn't get back in the end. But you know what? I think we got, what was that, 201 by the end? So we still got a good amount of Pikmin. So with that said, that's our final challenge map completed. So our final total here is none other than 201 Pikmin. Since you start with 100 Pikmin, that is a extra 101 grown. We got more reds than anything else, but it's a pretty balanced spread between the reds, blues, and yellows. And you can get a total of 299 here, so it's the lowest of the 5 maps, but it's still kind of hard to grow those numbers given how you start with 100 Pikmin and you have to pluck them to start using them in your army. So I would say the final trial is in some ways the hardest map just because of its technical aspect. But that is it for all of the challenge maps here in Pikmin. So at this stage, we covered all 5 maps with the Impact Site, Forest of Hope, Forest Navel, Distant Spring, and the final trial. And at this point, that is all for Pikmin. So we did it. And even though it was kind of scary for the final trial, I'm kind of happy with how that one turned out because I think my practice, what was my practice run of that for the total? I cannot remember. I do have a video of it here. I can just like refer back to. I think it was about the same. I didn't lose as many, I think, in some aspects. I'm not 100% sure. Oh no, my practice run was better, 227. It's those losses that we had between some of the water hijinks and then the stomping. Oh, it could have been better. Could have been worse, I guess. That's okay. Again, you can't expect it to be perfect because of just random elements. I just can't expect that. But yeah, that's it. That was all the challenge maps, so we're done. So this was an interesting little experiment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Because I am thinking of doing this more often with some playthroughs that I have, as there are some games I think work best as a live stream format like this. So I am probably going to do more of these in the future for certain games. I mean, this is not one I'm playing for anytime soon. This is going to be like the last thing for a bit for YouTube streaming because I don't have anything else planned just yet. But do expect these videos to come out as standalone videos here. Like all 5 of them are going to be broken up. Impact Site, Forest Hope, Navel, Spring, Trial. That's 5 videos. I wouldn't expect them right away. I'll aim for sometime next week to get it kind of put together. And the VOD itself will come out after this is said and done, like uploading to the main channel. So I wouldn't expect this for like 2 or 3 weeks. If you want to refer back to the stream at any time, click the link to it, either on the social media page or the YouTube community tab, because the stream will be unlisted when it's done. That's how I usually handle my stream, so it doesn't clutter people's feeds. So this is kind of an idea I'm glad that actually worked out. And it seemed like everything worked perfectly fine on the stream front. I had my main instance of OBS minimized this whole time, because my view of it, as for people who missed when I started, it was... Where's the split capture? There it is. This has been my view this whole time on my left monitor, so I have not been watching how things went. But on the other side, on the other hand, I saw what you guys were saying, so I didn't miss anything there. And I have my notes up too, obviously. But yeah, that's gonna do it. This stream, main goal was to complete the challenge mode, which we did. So that was good. And I will be, like I said, getting these videos done so we can have these go up as individuals if you missed it. And the main VOD itself of all this will be going up on the VOD channel after the fact. So I would say not this upcoming week, but the next week, probably the VOD will go up, something like that. I can get the VODs done for the Twitch side from earlier this week too, so I got some work to do after this. So I'm gonna call it here. But thanks to everyone who joined for this one. This was fun. In terms of that stuff for the Twitch side, if you follow there, probably end up streaming next week. So just follow that channel. And other than that, these videos will come out for the main channel here on YouTube, and that's pretty much all I got to say. So with that said, that's gonna do it for this set stream. And hopefully, again, people enjoyed this little experiment, because I want to do this for other projects going forward too. And it made sense to do it specifically YouTube. Some people may ask why not do a multi between Twitch and YouTube, because I stream mainly on Twitch. I think this just makes more sense for a YouTube project. So that's gonna do it for this set stream. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And well, with that said, I'll see you guys next time.